welcome to Ellie's Life. Today we're going to be learning infant massage. This is something I actually had a professional come in the house here, and she taught me infant massage on Ellie. And so I would suggest that you seek out your infant toddler program or whatever you have and see if they have an infant massage specialist that can come and teach you. Some of the strokes that I'm going to be showing you cannot be done on kids with certain conditions, Down syndrome or cleft palate or seizures, things like that. So you definitely want to check with a professional before proceeding to try infant massage on your child. Ellie doesn't have any conditions that prevent massage, so this is something that she enjoys very much. The benefits from infant massage are it really helps you to connect with your child. You're supposed to see it not like you're doing it to your child, but you're doing it with your child. So if possible, you want to make good eye contact. You want to do nice, smooth massages and strokes. You don't want to be rough. You don't want to have too many stimulants going at once. So like Eleanor, when I do her massage, you don't want to have other stuff going on, like some scent going in the air and some noise and music over here and something else over there. That's too many inputs, and it can really stress them out because as you'll see when you do this to your child, they like really get into the groove. And so I know when I've done massage to her before that if something happens all of a sudden in the middle of it, it can really jolt her very, very harshly because she was like in the groove. So anyways, it's a really good thing. It also is supposed to help with their, just their tone for kids that are low muscle tone, things like that. It brings awareness to their different joints, helps them relax, helps them with stretches. There's a lot of benefits from infant massage, and you can look some of that up for yourself. Especially good if you're like a working parent, then it can give you some good quality time when you are home with your infant. So if your kid is in a bad mood, don't even bother. I've been putting this video off for a while because your kid has to be in a pretty good mood, and for the video it had to be at the right time of day and everything. So you want to make sure your kid's in a good mood. If they're in a bad mood and you start doing massage, it's just gonna be bad. So it'd be better to skip it if that happens. So you want to make sure your child is in a good mood and that you're ready to take time. Like I wouldn't be answering my cell phone in the middle of massage or anything like that, because we would really want to focus on your child so you can make that connection. So the other thing is that you can use anything, lotions and stuff like that, but if you do some research, it's better not to use like petroleum products and things like that on their skin that soaks into their skin. So it's better to use an oil, like an all-natural oil for massage, and even for everyday moisturizing, really. So I bought this on Amazon for $10. It's apricot kernel oil. This is what was recommended to me by the massage therapist that came in our house. And I got this on Amazon for only 10 bucks, and it lasts a very long time, so it's totally worth it. It doesn't go fast at all. So that's what I used when doing her massage, but you could use lotions technically or any other kind of oils, really. Whatever you feel is best for you and your baby. So I'm going to get Ellie undressed, and we're going to go ahead and start massage. So here we go. All right, we are going to start doing Eleanor's massage. So the first thing we're going to do, the first body part, is her legs and feet. That's what we're going to learn first. So you want to take a little squirt of your oil, rub it between your hands to warm it up. And you always start out by letting the baby know what you're going to do. Ellie, Eleanor, hey, Mommy's going to do massage on your leg, okay? Oh yeah, we're going to do massage on your legs. So just kind of get it nice and greasy and good to go. And once you start, you don't really want to just like drop her and take all your hands off because they kind of like get in the groove. So at least if you need more oil or something, keep one hand on the baby. So the first stroke we're going to do is Indian milking. So the way that you do that is to make a C with your hand, put your thumb on the bottom of the thigh, and then just with gentle pressure, you're going to slide it down. Then do the same thing with the other hand. Just take turns. This is called Indian milking. Just gentle pressure. Just do it a few times. If you really want to do a long massage, you could do it a lot and then move to the next stroke. If you want to do just a quickie, just do a couple strokes and move on to your next stroke that you want to do. So the next technique is called turn and caress. For this one, it's kind of like when you would do like an Indian burn, when you were a kid. So you put the hands side by side, and then you're going to twist back and forth just gently, very gently, obviously. all the way down to the foot. Then you go back to the top and do it again. You just do that a couple times. That's turn and caress. Next, we're going to do fanning, which is on the bottom of the foot. For fanning, you're going to take your thumb and start at the bottom of the heel and kind of fan out, and then the next one goes on top of that, and they just keep fanning out. That's called fanning. Just with gentle pressure. And I normally do it a couple times. Okay, next we're going to roll each of her toes. So you just, between your fingers, you just kind of pinch it together really gently and roll each little toe right between your fingers. There we go. We're rolling your toes, Eleanor. Okay, then we're going to do the pressure point thumb walk. So to do this, you basically imagine a line from the heel up to each of the toes. So you'll go like the outer 2 toes first, then you go to the next inner 2, just gently pushing, and then you go up the center to that middle toe. And you can do that a couple times if you like. All right. Oh boy, it's very stimulating. All of these different motions are very stimulating. Some of them are pleasant and some of them are... She has ticklish feet, so sometimes they kind of disturb her. So next we're going to do the airplane runway, which is to take the palm of your hand and gently glide it up the foot like it's a runway with an airplane taking off. Just gentle pressure for the airplane runway. Then we're going to do a gentle stretching of the foot. And so you just grab the ankle like this, and you take the foot and you just do some gentle stretches and roll it around very gently. You don't want to strain baby's joints too much. So that stretches that. And then you're going to do the top of the foot and the ankles. So you just kind of use however you can grab her or him, and just do little circular motions on the top of the foot and also on the sides of the ankle with your thumbs. Okay, now we're going to do what is called Swedish milking. So all of the stroke movements before this have been downward and away from the heart. Now for Swedish, it's actually the opposite, and they go towards the heart, which reverses reverses the circulation and moves everything back towards the heart for circulation. So for Swedish milking, we're just going to do that C shape again, but go up the leg this time. So you can use your other hand to kind of brace the foot, and then keep your thumb on the bottom of the leg with that C motion, and milk it right back up. This is Swedish milking instead of Indian milking, which was the other way. So that's our Swedish milking. Then we're going to roll the leg. So to do this, you're going to basically pretend like baby's leg is like a breadstick or a piece of dough. You put a hand on each side and you roll it all the way down. Okay, and then to end it, we always do a nice, this is called a nerve stroke or a feather stroke. You just gently go like so, and you say, all done. And it's just the way that you end it, and you let the baby know that you're finished with doing that particular body part. And then we're going to go ahead and do the other leg as well. Okay, the next thing after legs and feet, we are going to do the arms and hands. Doesn't really matter what order you do all this stuff in. This is just the order that I was taught, so that's what I always do. So we're going to, you're going to play with your feet instead, huh? We're going to get a small squirt of oil again. Rub it between your hands to warm it. And then always start, like I said, by letting the baby know what you're going to do. Eleanor, I'm going to massage your left arm, okay? We're going to do your arm. Get it kind of greased up and good to go. And the first thing we're going to do is the armpit, basically. So you just gently hold the arm up like this. Use your fingers, the pads of your fingers, to massage it in a circular motion. This encourages lymphatic drainage. And so just kind of do that. Try not to tickle, though. And then we're going to do the Indian milking, just like we did to the legs, which means you're going to do the C shape with your arm, or with your hand, right under on her arm like this. And then gently rub down with gentle pressure all the way down. Just do that a few times. That's the Indian milking, like we did with her legs. Then we're going to do turn and caress. A lot of these are the same as what we did on the legs. So we're just going to twist back and forth gently. Very gently, just like we did with her legs. The next thing we're going to do is open out the palm of the hand, and we're going to do the same thing that we did with the feet as far as going up towards the toes. So this time we're going towards the fingers. So just imagine a line from the palm down here up to each finger. So we're going to do the outer ones, inner, and then up the center with just gentle pressure. You don't want to, yeah, see, it gets very stimulating. All right, all right. Then we're going to roll each finger, just how we rolled the toes. Just roll it between your fingers. Okay, then we're going to rub in circular motions the top of the hand and the sides of the wrist. What are you doing? You want to play with your fingers right now, huh? You want to play with your fingers? Okay, then we're going to do the Swedish milking. You're going to clap? Yay! We're going to do the Swedish milking like we did with the legs, which means you do that C shape, but this time we're going up towards the body again instead of away from. Just use the other hand to kind of stabilize the arm as you go up. Okay, and then we're going to do rolling again. Put your hands on both sides of the arm and just roll it back and forth like a piece of dough. Here we go, sweetheart. It's okay. Okay, and then we're going to end with that nerve stroke or feather stroke where you just gently say, all done. There we go. And then repeat everything on the opposite arm. Okay, the next body part we're going to learn is the tummy for tummy massage. And so obviously you want to do this on an empty stomach if possible so that you don't cause them to vomit while you're doing it. And so the first thing you're going to do is a rocking sort of a motion. You're going to kind of grab their hip area like this and just rock it to kind of loosen up that whole area. There we go. Okay, now we're going to do something called paddling downward. So first thing we're going to get some oil. Oh boy, are you going to let me do your tummy right now? Here. Put your feeties down. Okay, so you just kind of start from the tummy, the belly button downward. You don't want to go too high where the xiphoid process is. You just want to take turns paddling down with light pressure. Then we do something called fulling. With you put your thumbs together right above the belly button, right in the midline like this. And you make outward motions gently, but below the rib cage. Don't get her ribs. Gently pull outward to the baby's sides. So you can do like 2 up here, a couple motions there, a couple by the belly button, and a couple a little bit lower. That's called fulling. Then there's the hands of the clock, which you kind of turn your hand like the direction of a clock. So you just put your hand on the belly like this and rotate. And you just kind of take turns with it like that. That's the hands of a clock. Then there's the I love you parasage. So to do this, you basically are doing I love you. So you go I, then you draw an upside down L, and then you. And that kind of gets the food kind of moving through. A lot of these are really good for constipation and things too. I know when I do these tummy ones to Ellie, then a lot of times she'll start farting and things and it'll start getting things moving through. So we're going to do it again. I, then the upside down L for love, and then go all the way up, across, and down for you. Upside down you. That's the I love you massage. Then there's something called rainbow fingers, which walk across the tummy. And so it's kind of like the fulling. So what you're going to do is go from one side to the other. You're going to walk your fingers in a rainbow arch fashion, like that, making kind of a rainbow. Then, so it's kind of like the hands of a clock. Then you go down a little bit more, so you're making a rainbow. You start up high, go across the belly, then a little bit lower, and a little bit lower. And that's the rainbow fingers walking across the tummy. Then we have the knee to tummy push. This is a really good one for getting out some of their little farts. You want to grab their legs on the side. You don't want to grab on the bottom because they have a big vein that goes on the back of the leg there. So you grab on the sides here, and you're just going to rock it forward, gently hold for a few seconds, and then come back. Hold, and come back. Hold, and come back. Kind of like grabbing the sides like that and stabilizing. So that's the knee to tummy push. And then we're going to finish it out with rocking the tummy, which you take the palm of your hand, put it flat on the tummy horizontally like this, and just kind of rub side to side, rock it. Now all of these are really good for their tummy, for constipation, for gassiness and fussiness. And then we're all done. All done, Ellie. Okay, now we're going to move on to the chest. We normally do the chest after we've done the tummy. There's not very many strokes for the chest anyway. Obviously, you want to be gentle because of the rib cage. So we're going to start by getting some oil. And I'm going to let Ellie know what we're doing. Okay, Ellie, I'm going to massage your chest now. Okay, let's get you greased up. Okay, we're going to start with the hello stroke, which is you take the palms of your hands at the center of the baby's sternum like this, and you're just gently going to press out to the sides, very gently, like you're smoothing out the pages of a book. This is called the hello stroke. Okay, then we have the heart of love. This stroke is done basically by starting here in the center, kind of like by the sternum, going out to the shoulders, down the ribs, and kind of drawing a heart on your baby's little body. Yes, I love Eleanor. I love my little Ellie belly. Yeah. Okay, the last stroke that's for the chest is the butterfly, or it's also called cross the heart. To do this one, you start here on the hips. You go to the, take your hand, go up to the opposite shoulder, and come back, and then do the next. And you do it kind of really rhythmically and smooth. With all of these strokes, you just really watch your baby's sign. If your baby gets upset like mine does with certain strokes, then kind of back off from those ones. You don't want to push it if there's something that's bothering them in particular. Unless it's some of the tummy ones that have to do with constipation. Sometimes you have to deal with a little fussiness in order to get some farts out. Okay, and that is the last chest stroke. All done. Okay, the next body part we're going to massage is the back. So to do this, the best way to do it is to lay baby down across your lap or on a pillow or something like that, okay? So we're going to start with baby laying like this. And you're going to get a squirt of oil. Rub it between your hands. Ellie, I'm going to massage your back, okay? So get them all greased up. Now for this one, actually it's a lot of times it's best to like actually remove the diety, which I'm not going to do for this video because this is YouTube. But you can take the diety off, but watch out because Ellie gets so relaxed that she'll pee on me. So I know. It's not her favorite at this stage in life to be laying down. So on her tummy. So the first thing we're going to do is just kind of like take turns with your hands in a downward motion, like this. Kind of like you're wringing it out. Wring it out. All right. It's all right. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is place your hand at the bottom of the butt like this. And it just kind of stabilizes while you go. The other hand goes into the hand holding the butt. Oh, boy. Oh my goodness, you have a lot to say today. Okay, then we're going to do circles along the spine. So you're going to use your fingertips, the pads of your fingers really, actually, to do little circles on each side of the spine, all the way down. You're wiggly. She's feeling pretty playful. I know. Okay, then you're going to do bigger circles all along each side of the back, all the way down. Nice big circles. Okay, so now we're going to go from the head, and we're just going to sweep down the entire body, down the legs to the feet. From the head, down the back, down the legs, and all the way stretch out those feet. Get them all the way down there. Okay, now we're going to comb the back. So for this, you're going to use your hand like a rake and gently vibrate and comb your fingers from the back of the neck all the way down to the butt. Getting lighter and lighter with pressure. Okay, and then just let your baby know we're all done. That was our back massage. Okay, for this one, Eleanor is going to step aside because she does not like her face touched. We're going to be doing a face massage. She can't stand it. So she is going to go visit her sister, and we are going to use her sister's doll for this exercise. Okay, so it should be noted, if your child has a sensitivity like Ellie does, she does not like her face or head touched, then just avoid those spots. Obviously, it's supposed to be a pleasurable experience, and so you want to keep it pleasurable. So we always skip these ones, but your child may enjoy it. So I'm going to show you the face massage. So the first thing you're going to do is cradle your baby's head in your hands like this, and just kind of do a gentle rub over the scalp. Real gentle, especially if your baby still has soft spots. You should just go very cautiously. Just a nice, smooth, gentle touch. Okay, with all your fingers and hands. Then you're going to use the flat of your thumbs across the forehead. Start in the center and just work your way out. Just apply light pressure and gently work that out like you're smoothing it out. And then you're going to do the same thing in the eye area. You can do little circular motions across the inner, like right where the corner of the eye is right there, real gentle, and then just smooth it out over the eyelid. Just like that. Over the eyelid, obviously, when they close their eyes. You don't want to touch the eyeball, in case that was in question. So, then we're going to go across the midline of the cheeks. So you're going to come down over the nose and kind of across the cheeks. Okay, then we're going to do what is known as the smiley face. So you're going to start in the smile in the middle of the kind of corners of their mouths, and you just kind of go to the side and up. Like you're making a giant smile on their face. This one in particular, you should not do, they say, if your child has Down syndrome or cleft palate or feeding problems, then do not do this one. And with any of these, you should check with a professional. I'm just trying to put this information out there, but if you're planning on implementing it, it would be good for you to check. Check with maybe your pediatrician or whatever specialist that you have, neurologist. I know that some kids with seizures also, some kids with seizures have problems with infant massage because of how it triggers them and stuff. So anyways, that would be your responsibility to check with your professionals before you do any of these massages. So after we do smiley face, then we're going to do the chin. So you just use small circular motions around the jawline and under the chin. Then we're going to move over to the ears and the neck. Same kind of thing right behind the ears. You just kind of rub right there. And rub the back of the neck. Same thing, little circular motions. You're also going to take your fingers on the ears and just rub them between your fingers, kind of like how we rolled the fingers and toes before. You're just going to do that for the ears and on the neck. Okay, and now we're going to end it with just some small, circular, gentle motions on the scalp. And then just smooth your baby's hair and say, all done. Okay, now finally we're going to end it with some little stretching exercises, which are like, they can also be referred to as little baby yoga. And so the first thing we're going to do is baby hug. It's called Hug a Baby. This is good for their joints. You just cross one arm over the top and one on the bottom and do a nice gentle hug and rock. Oh, hug a baby. Then we switch and do the other arm on top. Oh, hug a baby. Oh, we're not so happy about hugging. Oh my goodness. You want to do hugs? Yay, Eleanor. Let's do the other one. Yay, Eleanor. All right, now we're gonna do the arm and leg stretch. So we alternate. You're gonna take one arm with the opposite foot and just touch it. That gives them a nice stretch. And then switch. Opposite arm and foot. Oh my goodness, you have so much to say. And you could do it a couple times if you want. She likes to grab her feet anyways. Then there's the tummy knee press, which we did earlier when we were doing the stomach. So we're just going to do that again. So remember not to grab the back of the thighs. You want to grab on the sides of the knees right there. And you're going to just gently rock them into your tummy. Don't press hard, just be gentle. And then down, and you're going to hold it in for 3 to 5 seconds or so. Oh, it's a good stretch. Oh, it's a good stretch. I love you too. I love you. Are you having a fun massage? Oh boy. And then you end by snuggling. So you just pick up your baby and wrap them all up in a snuggly position and just rock them back and forth. Oh, we had such a good massage, didn't we? Did you have such a good time? Mommy had fun. Mommy had fun giving you a massage. Hey, Eleanor. All right, there you have it. That was the infant massage that I was taught by the massage specialist that came into our house. So now you know how to massage the legs, feet, arms and hands, the face and head, the back, the stomach, and the chest for your infant. And I hope you have a lot of fun. Just if you get to try it out, comment in the comments below and let us know how you enjoyed it. If you found this video helpful, please click the button below and subscribe to our channel. We're going to have lots of other videos coming your way for parents of babies with blindness and brain disorders. And they're all going to be starring Ellie.